Everything's working absolutely smoothly and pristinely. Nice
no
Comcast.
technical issues. Oh, I got an ad break.
And now let's just make sure everybody is who they are. That's Noah, that's 8BitBlitz. Good, we're back. So as I was saying, it's 8BitBlitz moving through to something, and then Noah also playing the game.
Crazy. I like a level behind, actually. You know, Comcast is such a really good internet service provider, right? I mean, such a good one. Okay.
Yeah, they're not even overpriced for the crap that they give us either. Noah moving into Winterworld there. I like what 8BitBlitz was setting up for. He was going for the grind out of 2.9 off of the truck to the very first truck. A little bit of a grind off of the side of that truck can get you to throw straight to goal, but that was a complete and total miss. I don't know why I even went for that one. Just needed to set up, land it, and stay there. I think what happened was he hit the lev and didn't really mean to, and so it gave him a little bit of magnetic kind of anti-force that kept him moving across the truck instead of being able to land on it. But now he's just going to set up and lev his way out.
Crazy. Never could do that. Hopefully he can make it through 210 because he lost a lot of time dying. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I mean, there's still a lot of race, so. Noah's going absolutely crazy right now, finishing every level after level, first try, as fast as possible. We'll see if Noah can carry it up for the rest of the game. Oh, under the bars, why? But okay.
Nice over-under. I mean, he cleared it for a 10.9 second clear, and that's not easy to get unless you're doing some kind of up and over version. Has he got enough speed to make it all the way to the goal here? Sure does. No problem with a bit of lev in your pocket. And he's into World 4. Let's see if 4-1 decides to take some blood from him before it lets him pass. There's the first one, but that wasn't even the place where you're going to die. There's the second one. He needs to slow down a little bit, or else he's just going to keep getting hit by these lasers that are outside of his control. And then up here, you can't just shake the camera
slow down.
and
It's impossible.
He's got another run at it here. He's going to slow down. He's going to try and pick a way through, manages to pick it through, and move around for eventually an 11-second clear.
I think runners hope if they shake their camera hard enough, they'll beat the level.
You know, there's some evidence to that.
No, sure. Conspiracy theory, Roninpawn.
I mean, I do. I've got theories about the game unloading hitboxes in order to save, you know, calculations and stuff. It seems like if you're not looking at something, then you got a better chance of it not actually being able to affect you physically. And shaking the camera probably won't do that, but it could.
It could. Maybe we're praying to the cluster god, because when we have cluster Satan, right? So that's what it is.
I'm still waiting for the proper sequel to Clustertruck so that we can see Cluster God, because it's only fair if in this game you go to hell and kill Cluster Satan. Well, then let's, you know, just be even-handed about this thing and go to Cluster Heaven and kill Cluster God.
It's only fair.
Leaving only Cluster Man to decide his fate from now on. Wow, look at these moves. Noah with that 4.8 at mega speeds. I don't even know what he did, and I watched it.
Blitz, please, please. Okay, there we go. 8BitBlitz already went to the end of 310 just to die due to not having enough levitation and speed. It's very sad.
And 8BitBlitz also having that 4-1 difficulty of, it's just RNG, slow down for it, or, you know, you are at your own peril. Whoa, getting stuck underneath the wheels of the truck on the back of that one, as Noah's blasting his way into World 5 here at super speeds.
Sniffing the behinds of the trucks. Can anyone stop Noah, please? I wonder if Noah's actually on PB pace. I'm gonna assume no because he died a lot on 4-1. So, yeah, never mind.
Well, and as a moderator, I'm looking at his run here and just asking myself whether or not having, you know, Crest Colgate trucks, if that's helping him in some way. You know, if it's like the minty freshness of the color of the trucks is giving him an unfair advantage here. I'd have to look very closely at this footage.
Well, I mean, I've been looking at that stuff, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't, is all I'll say. But I mean, you never know. Toothpaste. Toothpaste. Have you ever tried orange juice and toothpaste before? I haven't. Apparently it's horrible. Okay, never mind.
Like, as a flavor? Yeah, that does sound horrible.
I've never I just know I heard it's horrible, but I've never actually tasted it.
Oh my god, 8BitBlitz waiting the whole time to just do 4-5, you know, the slow way. No mega jump craziness to go through, nothing. And manages to die on the last jump. Jump head first into those laser irises.
Irises, that's not what it's called. Okay. Okay, sure, irises, sure. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's definitely called.
And Noah doing a nice little, like, corner skip here on 6-1. I'm not super familiar with noUtility methods, so this is unusual to my eye. I was also a little bit worried for him there at the end of 6-1. He was low on levitation, and the death plane on that level is not friendly.
Ugh. I wince every time these runners die. Hey, stop dancing, Noah. Stop it. I see that. noUtility is such an interesting category for all the strats you can do. You can like go so fast, just not having to worry about the end of the level. Oh, jeez, 8BitBlitz.
Yeah, taking a death there at the end of 4-8, even though he's setting up for just the conventional kind of movement here. Whoa, stay under it, go over it, little lev there, and you're out. A 4-9.
Oh,
410 gives the best of us trouble on the wrong day. A little bit of RNG, but with levitation, not that difficult for 8BitBlitz to pull it in with a 410. Noah going between the bars, of course, on 6-7. I dislike him more and more every time I see him do it.
I'll be sure to learn it.
Oh, wow, the speed on that 6-8. He had to do a hard mouse look to make sure that he didn't impact the pillar. And then just to make up for it, he slams headfirst into the pillar on the next level.
Sacrifices must be made.
Yeah, this game does require some amount of blood for the RNG to behoove you. Behoove you?
No, I told you. He went for the 610 in between the bars. And he died. He was telling me that's what he was going to do during the race, and that it's so easy, and he's gonna get it first try. I told him though, if he failed it, I'm gonna make fun of him. So, oh, the flamethrower level. You know, 5-6. I really wish for one day that we can just tumble through the level without a slowing down. That's what I hope. Because it looks like you can, but. Oh.
Lots of speed off these two final jumps for Noahkra, pushing out at out a 7-3 there into 7-4. Here's where we're going to start dealing with some RNG. He's past the RNG moment. It's really just at the beginning of the level on 7-4. The big missile can impact you and just decide that you're dead. But into 7-5, we've got a whole bunch of randomly targeting missiles, destroying the trucks that you want. Yeah, as he's trying to touch down on one of them. But he's got lots of speed, and with levitation, yeah, it's a good idea to touch down there because he was low on the lev, and he needs to save it up for this final push to goal.
8BitBlitz is getting destroyed right now by 5-9. Oh, I'm finally making it through. Whew.
And into 5-10 for 8BitBlitz, level that can give difficulties with levitation again. There is some easier move sets at the end, so long as you can get to the end past this mess that they like to give you up front if you're not moving fast enough. And you gotta watch out for these oversized hitboxes on the buildings, but he's got it. Moving with some speed, keeping the speed, lev on the outside to goal, and that's a clear, and he's in to Ancient World.
I'm just glad he took my advice of levitating to the end.
Noah
it's
getting
so
a
annoying
nice
seeing
little
people
bump from a truck as he was getting hit by that, by the blower there. Help him get a little bit extra height. Ooh, he did not quite make that little nose into the side of this truck the way that he wanted. If he had, then he could have moved on to the last blower and gone straight to goal off of it. But he has to touch down and leave 6 to 8 seconds on the table. No big deal, though. So long as you don't die here, you're happy to come out with anything sub 40. And a 37 will do. Another nasty moment in sci-fi here. 7-9. Takes a mega jump and then just uses the levitation to push out. I remember Noah saying for 7-9 that he was going to steal a method that I actually was using in any percent, where you just get a ridiculous amount of speed and run straight across the trucks and aim for one that's already made its way into the middle of the washing machine there. So seeing him not go for it there suggests to me that without the extra safety of a portable truck to drop under yourself, it might just not be something that, you know, that he's confident in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some of the skips you can do in noUtility are absolutely insane, but require like an absolute amount of speed. Like 8-10, for example, you can be running the entire time, but it's super, super hard to navigate through all those pipes. And actually, that's just a common theme throughout Steampunk, is just, can you navigate through these pipes while maintaining your speed?
As we're seeing right here, gets just a nose rub, mega jump, not really a mega jump, but a nose rub to kick him a little bit higher, and a little bit of levitation pushes him through, and now we're into some nasty RNG again. But he's gotten through the first wave of it, and with levitation and speed, he'll just go to goal almost before they can even fire off the trucks that are supposed to come at you.
Which is good, because screw that level.
And 8BitBlitz is clearing out of the Indiana Jones level here, out of levitation, but had enough to finish it out. Let's see his 610. With the lev, sometimes it's just easier to take it safe and lev 2 or 3 times to make sure that you're crossing through those that grating without taking a really unnecessary death.
Ah, and I'm glad he's doing the 7-1. Yay. Do your levitation skips, people. Talking about levitation skips, the legendary 8-8 levitation skip. Hope Noah should get this first try. I mean, you never know, but...
Yeah, I don't like the movement that most runners go for through here, and I'm not liking it the way that Noah's doing it either. I'm just unfamiliar with this set of movement. Looks like he's too low, and he's running out of lev as he's coming in, and I just hate that. I absolutely hate that. If you switch trucks to the, you have to slow down a little bit for it, but if you switch trucks to the trucks that are side by side on that level, it's guaranteed at that point. But trying to run it off of the front truck, if it's saving you 0.2 seconds, I don't think it's worth it.
Okay. I thought Noah's going to go for the fast 8-10 for a second. Because it's basically just hoping and praying you don't get hit by the giant gears. And interestingly enough, there's actually cracks in between the building and the ground, and you can jump down through that in order to beat the level quicker. But yeah, if you didn't know that about 8-10.
Yeah, and it's definitely something that if you're going for the higher level methods, you've got to have that in your pocket as a backup, because you're probably going to need it when one of the many jumps you need to keep and maintain that speed doesn't come in the way you want it. Oh, 8BitBlitz taking a one of those nasty deaths here on 7.5. 7.5, throughout the level, you're being shot at with missiles, but even once you're past the missiles, the explosions behind you are shaking the world, and the way that Clustertruck seems to actually, do that effect is to shake your camera while you're falling, which means that it's very easy to do what 8BitBlitz just did and come to the very end of that level with a steep, fast drop and get shaken at the wrong moment and find yourself dead instead of landing the top of the truck you were aiming for. Oh, look out there, Noah. Big old claw coming through right at the end. He didn't get the best RNG for the trucks there, was a little bit slow, and if you're too slow on that level, then that toenail of death is going to sweep across and try and kill you on 9-4.
I was wondering what the nickname of that was. I was like, doesn't this have a nickname?
It looks to me like, you know, what my cats tend to leave in the carpet when things are going wrong.
Oh. Start scratching furniture, by the way. It's wonderful.
I think this is happening again with Noah. You may be hearing some static in the background. Yeah, that's his stream volume. I'm going to turn it down again. Odd that that happened at exactly the same moment the last time that we had Noah running, or, you know, near the end of the game. We were listening to that, and what is that?
Oh, it's cursed.
Maybe it's the sound of his, you know, cheat kicking in. His splice just snapped in order to get through 9-7 and 9-8 in a single clear. That's not... If he doesn't get held up at 9-10, then we'll know that he's cheating.
Oh, well, 9-9. That's enough blood, right?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cluster Satan will decide. Oh, looking to hit the backs of those trucks, keep the speed, and run off them at full speed, and just got slightly too low. Easy to do with levitation. You can just miss that precise moment when you need to hit it, and end up getting something completely different. In a 9-10, that's 3 attempts, still didn't like the amount of energy that he got out of the jump in 9-10, still not liking it. Still not liking
Looking
it.
for a really big one.
There's the big one.
That's...
It's still not all the way up, but with levitation, he can come around and cut off a big chunk of this level, put himself up at the top, come around from the outside, turn, and hit it in for about a 1945, I would say.
Yeah, not that bad. I mean,
So
you can't get a PB every race, right?
And thank goodness, because part of this race was not documented on my screen. So 8BitBlitz, I don't know what your PB is, but slow it down if it's getting close, because I won't be able to verify this one for you.
Talking about that, I believe his last submitted one was a 30-minute, and that was from the race, actually. I think last... Wait, no. No. Must have not, because 8BitBlitz ran me at 80%. So no, must have not been the race. Let me go check, though. Oh, no, actually, never mind. 8BitBlitz versus Luke, never mind. So, yeah,
8-3.
He has 10.
This is several attempts through 8-3 for 8BitBlitz, and just the last friggin' pipes to get through. This is what I was saying earlier when we were watching this, I think, with other racers and in another run, was that, like, I only feel comfortable at in 8-3 at, like, a full speed, at a speed that I'm used to, because, you know, shoulder width to get between these pipes right there where he's dying, and then headroom to get through the middle of those two. I don't like it. I want a method that is moving me so fast through the shoulder ones that I feel good, but then I don't want to deal with the through the middle version of this at all. Yeah. He manages to finally find the exact right height to push through there on 8-3 and come into the RNG nightmare of 8-4. Ooh, taking a truck to the face as well for his, you know, efforts there. Gets some speed, misses the landing on the lead truck and takes a death. He needed one little jump to push him forward off the front of that truck, and then he could have leved his way all to goal, and he knew it.
Man, if you too slow on this
he's
level,
out of
it's like climbing a
levitation?
mountain.
But he's in. And is 8BitBlitz one of the many runners who claim to have speed-run climbing a mountain in Bennett Foddy's? We get so many runners who are like, yeah, what's your other speed runs? Have you ever run anything? They're like, getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Okay.
I like torturing myself. And next they're going to say, I speedrun Dark Souls.
I've seen the world record of that run too, and it's like, I feel like it's 45 seconds or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. Maybe it's slightly over a minute. It's insane.
Okay, hopefully he goes through 8-7 with no issues. I mean, the trucks can flip on you, or that could happen.
Yeah, they could just split in the section where it's definitely not sperm. It's salmon swimming upstream. You see them just sort of, yeah, and then you've got the stream of the of the speed rails,
the white,
as we call
the
them,
white thingies.
Speed rails, yes.
Yeah,
moving speed juice along
speed juice. Yeah. yeah. To get to the goal.
And just enough magnetic levitation to keep alive, but he needs more levitation than this if he's gonna stay alive there. Okay, he's managed to make it to the front truck. Yep. Let's chill and walk it out. 8-9 now. Looking to pick up some speed at the beginning here, and boy, I don't know, like what are the methods in noUtility for this? Like, is there something that levitation can do for you?
Run to the end.
Oh, if you just get enough speed and slide your way through everything with the right timing of levs?
Yeah, pretty much. Just run to the end.
Going out and on the right side of this pipe. Interesting. Don't usually see this routing. And then coming down, catching these, jumping out to the left. And this guy, I'm surprised, as a noAbility runner...
You can just wait and it works. Cool.
I got really, really familiar with the timing of all of those gears, and I'm not usually waiting at the end. I've got a mega jump version that I go for, so there's a reason for me to run forward. But I've seen so many runners in this competition who I guess just aren't planning to, go for that mega jump style or something that clears it at the end, who are just setting up and waiting somewhere that they found that's safe. The timing through here is not that hard to learn, Put in the... Put in the grind and you'll just learn what the feeling is and know when you can move.
And clearly you can just wait because, he didn't do anything. He just sat there and he just was able to go through. You don't need to go on like the front of the truck cabin or something like that. No, you're just fine. Just wait. It is very scary looking, as the chat was saying.
And in line 2, let's see if there's any speed to be had off the side there. No speed from the hill. Just going straight into the lava. In a literal sense as well.
Spicy water.
Okay, aiming for this flat truck. He can take some speed and jump off of that. Just barely catch this one out of lev. Now he needs to... Yeah. Whew. This is a lot of work.
Talking about spicy water, though, if you ever notice this, all the lava is just like a plane that glows in yellow. That's all it is. It's not lava at all, really. It's just a glowy plane. Ooh, glows. It hurts, though.
Yeah, when you clip underneath it, there's no effect whatsoever.
It would be... Imagine, like, an ultra-realistic Clustertruck. Like, has, like, a player... The player actually, like, grunts as actual physical person going from truck to truck. When you're in winter, there's, like, cold effects around your, like, screen. Oh! No. 8-BitBlitz. It's always the same pattern, right? They try to go for the end of the level, right? They're like, oh, I can make it, but they don't make it. If they just waited on that last truck, they would have...
Yeah, just using the levitation at the wrong moment, which keeps you above the truck, and if you're holding down jump bar in the hopes of actually getting a jump off of that glancing, the levitation keeps you above, and then the jump that you're holding also turns into a magnetic force that keeps you above it as well. I really, if I come back to noAbility to grind for ILs and maybe to run real hard again, here on 9.6, I'm actually going to work on the full speed 9.6 because there is a full speed just run version that I worked out in the ILs and figured it out, but never even tried to make it full game viable.
Everything's full game viable if you believe in it.
All right, Naruto.
That's just the any percent motto. Unless you're Wolfie.
And as an actual Naruto fan, I'm sort of myself insulted by that, because Naruto never said believe it. I know I never read in any subtitles where Naruto said believe it. But, you know, they had to put something in Datebayo for the lip syncing, so now Naruto says believe it.
Oh, 9-7's claiming some blood. An ultra realistic Clustertruck, right? When you hit the ground, you just like explode in blood. And then that's sent to the altar for the demons.
I don't think that would be ultra realistic. I think you should get road burn. You should, like, you know, the camera should like, you know, just flip over.
Oh god, I feel like I would get sick. Talking about that, you never know, but like my mother, right? Oof, she gets very sick when playing first-person games. I don't know if you have anyone in your life that's like that, but do you know anyone that gets like sick when they're playing a first-person game? Like, I don't know, Clustertruck?
Not personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me.
Only when it's super first-person, as in VR.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Ooh.
But, like, flipping over. Oh, God, imagine that in VR, flipping over. Ugh. I would get motion sick for that.
I actually, when I had a VR helmet and was speedrunning Clustertruck, that was something that I had an interest in, is there a way for me to, like, get someone else in the VR headset experiencing Clustertruck while I run it on the keyboard? Because that would be you're going to need a bucket for that one. Oh, pulling it back.
It's the slope, though. If it was a normal flat ground, he would have survived.
Yeah, so 8BitBlitz here in 9-9. Last level of the game before the last level of the game. Looking for some speed off of these jumps. A little bit of help from the levitation for some boosting. Get to the front truck before they transfer to the bottom chain. That's good speed. And then out with the 22-4 coming into 9-10. And are we going to see Triximix again here today? Or are we going to see the 40-second just run to the end style of clear? It looks like we are.
Yeah. Be sure to die at the end, right? Well, I think he's made plenty of sacrifices, so he should be able to get it first try, except I jinxed it, so not anymore, but...
That truck tried to jump up in his way when he was transferring to the arm, but he managed to just plow his face into it, stick to it long enough to recover it. Taking the safe bunny hops as we move up these trucks, they feel as though they're covered in black ice if you're moving too fast on them. Up to the top, and jumping out to the side, leving, coming in from the side, and I'd say we've got ourselves a clear there at 30 minutes and 44 seconds, probably. Stopped the timer a little bit late there. But that's 8BitBlitz in noUtility with another run, and I'm going to have to... Noah, could you drop your feed as well?
You know...
There we go.
8BitBlitz, listen to you, Ronan. He got a slower time than his last time, so don't need to worry.
Oh, wait, did I actually get a slower time?
You did, by like 30 seconds, I think.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
I'm lying.
Meanwhile, Noah came in with a sub 20 here, right? Do you have a time locally, Noah?
I forgot to open live split.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind, because no, I had a big break, so never mind. It's probably not PB.
So,
how do you feel about that, Noah?
I don't know. I felt like at the beginning it was like a rough start, and at some point throughout the run, I completely forgot I had levitate. But generally, like the late game went pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I felt like the only thing that we saw you struggle on was 4-1. Was that this race? They're starting to blend together in my head.
Yeah,
you were just going
just wasn't giving me a
fast.
path.
Yeah, getting killed by the early lasers. You were just trying to go too fast. You were treating it like an IL. You got to slow down. It's a full game run.
Usually when you go fast enough, they just miss you, but...
Clearly not.
But 8BitBlitz, how does this fare up in terms of like what you feel like you average in noUtility? Do you run this category enough to have a sense for that?
Yes, this is my main category, and I usually get around like 26 on average or so. So yeah, that was terrible.
Well, what are you going to do? Some days it's just not happening for you, especially race days. There's all kinds of extra factors playing in. And it's important that neither of you, Noah, you didn't PB or anything, right? It's important that neither of you PB'd because the Comcast decided to go ahead and drop my internet connection as we were entering World 2 or thereabouts or something. So,
oh,
yeah,
that's unfortunate.
About 50 seconds of the race that was not captured, but what we got to see of it was pretty good. Incredible times, some of them that you pulled out of some of these levels, Noah. Just seeing you like whip across there, and I'm going, I don't even know what he just did. He did it too fast, but that's 2.3 seconds faster than I think you can do that.
Yeah, I've been adding some new strats to my noUtility book to try to beat my own PB, but I haven't been successful yet.
Well, that was 2 races from the lower bracket here today, which means 2 runners retire from the tournament entirely. We're actually starting to whittle this down to, our final runners here. Are we about midway through the pack in terms of, like, squeezing it all down?
I'd say we're past midway at this point.
Past midway? Well, then what if, Noah? What if, hear me out, organizer of the event, Noahkra, what if we started trying to do 3 races every weekend from here on out? What if we had a February fast track with 3 instead of 2? And sometimes there's just 1 and we got to do it across 2. But what if next weekend we had 3 races in this tournament all on the same day? You think we could do that, Noah? I mean, it's up to you. You're the organizer here. Do you think we could pull that off?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. That's a good idea. Good idea.
More people will die!
Well then, stay tuned, everyone in chat, and don't forget to follow, in order to find out when we're going to be holding those races, follow the link that will be in chat shortly, challenge.com/letters and numbers, that will link to our leaderboards. You can see how far we are in the tournament as it stands today, and also see what races are scheduled and coming up. Look to see when we're going to be starting up the race next week, because it'll be 3, not 2, count them, 3, 4, no, 3, 5 is right out. 3 races in the next weekend. Until then, are we out? Everybody want to say goodbye? Wave.
I think so. Yeah.
No.
Bye.
Hey,
are we talking about buttons now?
Wave, for Christ's sake.
Wait.
I am
wave.
waving.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
Oh, God, put that away. Don't wave that. All right, let's roll the outro. Oh. Roll the outro. Oh, jeez. Hold on. We're leaving.
It's censored already. Don't worry.